This is the 6th smallest country in the world. It's very picturestic. Souvenir stamp on your passport.
The most beautiful stamp in the world. We are like standing inside a storybook.
The cellar of the Prince of Liechtenstein. You can actually put one foot in Liechtenstein and the other foot in Switzerland.
It is another morning here at Switzerland and we are now at Choo. We came into a McDonald's. Initially we just want to grab a coffee, but we saw a very unique item here called McBracelet. I think the McBracelet is only available in Switzerland because the box has a flag of Switzerland. Oh, ciabatta bread, bracelet cheese, some pickles, a patty and onion. So, taste test. Let me have another bite. I really like the beef patty here. It's not so dry with the sauce and the cheese. It's a really very good breakfast. And the most important thing is this bread is hot. So another very interesting thing is that they will give you a sweet if you order a coffee. Sweet coffee. Perfect match.
Today we start a brand new day here in Liechtenstein. Liechtenstein is a country between Switzerland and Austria and it doesn't have an airport. And there's various ways to come here, but the best way and the most convenient way with fewest transfer is to take a train from Zurich to Sagan, and from Sagan you hop onto a bus here to Vaduz, the capital city of Liechtenstein. It's quite a journey, but it's totally worth it. This is the 6th smallest country in the world. And a fun fact is that it has more companies registered than residents.
And their royal family is the wealthiest in Europe.
Liechtenstein is still ruled by a prince and he is living in the castle. On August 15th of every year, they would have a party and everyone is invited, but it is 11 August now, so
4 more days to go.
But we wouldn't be here on the 15th. Yeah, we missed it. So the other fun thing to do here is at the visitor center, you can get a souvenir stamp on your passport. And this is quite a rare stamp because very few people visit this country and even fewer people who stamp their passport. So if you ever come here, don't miss the chance. It costs 3 francs or 3 euro to get the stamp. The public transportation in Liechtenstein is a little bit unique. A return bus ticket costs more than a day pass. So if you are considering heading into Liechtenstein from Sagan, you will probably have bought a return ticket and that would have entitled you for a day pass here. There's also various zones here in Liechtenstein, and if you want to visit the neighboring cities, the suggestion here is to buy a all-zone day pass which costs 12 francs per person. So we bought that and it covers the round trips between Sagan and Liechtenstein as well as anywhere within Liechtenstein, so it's very worth it. Join us as we explore more attractions here in Liechtenstein and we will see you at each of the attractions.
Bye bye! Next to the Liechtenstein Visitor Center is the Stamp Museum. In the Stamp Museum, they exhibit a lot of stamps that got awarded the most beautiful stamp in the world. Apparently, there are a lot of stamp collectors who like to collect Liechtenstein stamps, and some interesting thing about the Stamp Museum is that they still sell the old stamp. You can buy the old stamp and collect it, but they are pretty expensive. So maybe you can also consider to buy the newer stamp and throughout the years it will become the old stamp. But yeah, all the stamps are very beautiful. They are a wide range of different designs and themes.
Just a 10 minutes bus ride away from the town of Vaduz, we are here at Traisenberg, and here has probably one of the best view you can get in Liechtenstein. The other view is a hike up the Vaduz castle, but we are not sure whether that is still available because the castle is currently under maintenance, and so we are here. And if you bought the day pass for all zone in Liechtenstein, this trip via the bus is also covered. So it's just a 10 minutes ride away, and yeah.
We are like standing inside a storybook.
Yeah, and if we are not wrong, if you can see there's a river here and the other side should be Switzerland.
This is the first time I see this kind of view. This view is very unique, very nice.
Yeah, because it's summer, so all of the mountains are covered in green. So it has a very nice texture and you can actually see small towns scattered across the area. It's a pretty nice place to be at. The bus interval is 30 minutes, so you probably need to spend about 30 minutes wandering around this town, but this is also a very scenic town to be at.
Yes.
We will continue our exploration of Liechtenstein and we will see you when we get to the next attraction. Bye. We are now done with our next attraction, the Cellar of the Prince of Liechtenstein. We actually paid 12 Swiss francs for a wine tasting session, and in total they gave us 8 different kinds of wine to taste, and it was really worth the money, although I think it's a little bit too much. We are a little bit drunk now.
The last wine, which is the ice wine, is the best.
Yeah, the ice wine is really very good and a very nice way to end the wine tasting session. If you like sweet wines or you like ice wines, definitely the last one, which we will put it here, is the best. It kind of reminds us of the Vinsanto we had in Santorini, which we fell in love with. So we both really love dessert wine a lot, and the ice wine really very good. But unfortunately, our luggage is a little bit full at the moment, so we weren't able to buy a bottle back. A bottle of the ice wine costs about 39 francs, which is really worth it because it's really very good. And from here, this is the vineyard. This is one out of the 2 vineyards that they have. The other one is in Austria and it's way bigger than this. This is, if I'm not wrong, 4 hectares.
Yeah.
And the one in Austria is 32 hectares. Right here, you can have a very nice view of the Vaduz Castle. Actually, there's another observatory that is at the top. Since we already went to the other observatory just now, we won't be hiking up. It's like a 17 minutes hike up to the observatory point here. So if you don't want to travel so far by bus, you can opt for the hike up to the observatory point that is near to the Vaduz Castle, and that will also give you a pretty nice view of Liechtenstein as well as the Alps.
And it's like we are currently drunk, so it's better not to hike up in case we sleep.
So we'll be heading to our very last attraction here in Liechtenstein, and we will see you when we get there.
That is a very interesting attraction. Stay tuned.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Drunk again. And our very last attraction here in Liechtenstein is this bridge. This is the Old Rhine Bridge. The reason why this bridge is so special, apart from the fact that it's made of wood and it is very old, is that it is the border between Liechtenstein and Switzerland. So you can actually put one foot in Liechtenstein and the other foot in Switzerland, and you will be in both countries at the same time. Very interesting. Yeah.
It's a must visit when you are here.
So you can tell your friend that you'll be meeting him at Liechtenstein, and then the next moment you can be at Switzerland. And that's all the attractions we'll be visiting in Liechtenstein. Thank you for joining us today, and we will see you in our next video.
Bye bye.
Bye. Get the stamp. Drop here.
Waste of your passport page.
We see this kind of trams or trains everywhere in Europe. It's like a thing. Maybe because it's hard to drive in the city, or most of the city roads are closed. Luxury.